Welcome back to the PostMatch YouTube channel, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and the Rolling Stone save with Maidstone United, and in today's video we start season number 3 and our first season in the Football League as we've been promoted to League 2, so we're going to kick off season 3 in our brand new league. Before we get on with today's video, I just want to extend a big congratulations to everybody that was involved in the FM Charity Cup. The event took place just over a week ago and it was streamed live on YouTube yesterday on Dr. Benji's FM channel. Over £1,300 has been raised for War Child with the event and with yesterday's stream and leading up to it. So congratulations to Lee, Fox in the Box, to everybody involved, to Lelujo for filming it, to Ben and Jack for doing the commentary, everyone who played in the match, the managers, Dupe and Nerdphonic. I watched the whole thing and hopefully I'll get to go to something like that in the future. Maybe if next year come down a bit further south, I'd love to get involved. So congratulations, you raised over £1,300 for War Child. So hopefully we can do it again next year. So on with the episode. Of course, if you are enjoying the series, make sure you drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when this is up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. Let's get on with it. So today we are going to go through what happened pre-season. We've made a few signings, not as many as I would have liked, but I'm really not keen on transfer windows in this game. I hate the new scouting system. It might be more realistic, but I don't like it because you don't get your reports as soon as you get asked for them. I don't like it. But nonetheless, we have signed a few players and there's a couple more on the way. And then we will go into our first game, which our first game of League 2 is away against Crawley. We are in at the deep end. Last season, Crawley finished 4th place in League 2. It made it all the way to the playoff final where they lost to Exeter. So they nearly got promoted to League 1. And we're away against them on the first day of the season. It probably couldn't have got any tougher unless we've got a relegated team. So I'm not looking forward to it. So let's show you the transfer details. So 7 players have left the club. Magnus, the defender. Twamazi, the right back. Harry Phipps, a player that we very rarely played in the first team. Ben Headley just didn't play him as much in that season. Akiotu had some poor performances, so he's now a free agent. Jack Jebb, I wasn't sure whether to keep him or not, and he's probably not good enough for League 2. And then Lee Morgan, 35 years old now, he's been snapped up by Llandudno in Wales. It would have been nice to have kept him on as a coach, but when his contract ran out, I couldn't actually re-sign him as a coach. He wanted to remain a player, so he's left. We have actually, for the first time, sold a player for money. Jai Reason's gone to Lincoln, £12,500. And I'll be honest, I think I forgot to take him off the transfer window because I think we would look to sell him last season, either in the summer or in January. And he was transfer listed, but I think he was left on the transfer list. And Lincoln thought, yeah, thank you, we'll have him. I mean, we got money for it, we got £12,500 for it, but I was going to give Reason one more chance to, stake his claim for a place in our squad. But unfortunately, he's not here anymore. And that did leave us a little bit void of options in midfield. It left us with pretty much just Muldoon and McCourt. So, yeah, we needed to get some more midfield players in. So far, we've signed 3 players, and they're all called Tom. I'm not even joking, they're all called Tom. So the first guy that was signed was a young goalkeeper, Tom Scott, signed on a free transfer. He's in the Man City youth team before that. He's a goalkeeper, 2-star current ability, and he played 1 game pre-season. Conceded 3. Potential abilities up to 5-star. He's got 13 handling, 13 aerial reach. Decisions aren't bad. Physically, he's okay. He's got a long way to go, but we need to try and improve our squad depth. As far as the reserve teams go. So I thought this guy was perfect for that. Yeah, I'll see if I can throw him in a few times. Of course, we've no longer got Morgan. We only have Durl. I'm going to try and get like a more senior goalkeeper, someone that's like in their 20s. But yeah, at the moment, we pretty much just have Durl. So this guy could play if we need him to. Tom Parks, 27-year-old centre-back. That's what we need, a bit of experience. Very solid as well as a defensive centre-back. 12s and 13s and 14s are perfect. That's just what we need. 3-star current ability, 3-star potential. He's playing at the top of his game. Last team he played for was Carlisle. So he has experience in this division. Had a pretty average couple of seasons for Carlisle. Also played at Orient, at Bristol Rovers, and then was a youngster at Burton and Leicester and Yeovil. So, yeah, hopefully this guy will be good. He is first team. He's on £800 a week. So I think it's going to be him and probably Finney and then Winter. I mean, we could go 3 at the back this year, but I don't really like doing that. I don't want to change a tactic in a new division until I've tried my current one. I mean, if it doesn't work, then we might have to change a tactic. But for now, we're going to stick with what we've been playing for the past couple of years. Now, I have signed this guy just because he's called Tom Holland. That's literally the only reason why. He's 3 stars. He's not bad. But when I saw there was a player called Tom Holland, I had to get him. He's Irish. He last played at the New Saints. Also played for Fylde. Played 1 game for them. And then he was a youngster at City and Swansea. 22. He's a deep line playmaker. Plays a little bit deeper. Passing of 11, some 10s in there. Vision of 13 is not bad. Leadership's decent at 12, so hopefully he'll be a future captain or vice captain, because that's one thing we don't really have is like leadership and like teamwork. We don't really have like a solid choice for a captain. We paid £2,600 for Tom Holland. That's peanuts at the moment. But yeah, we have got other players coming in. We do need to do a lot of work to our squad. Let's have a look at what happened pre-season, just so I don't show you it by accident. But here we go. So we played 7 pre-season matches, and the teams we were expected to beat, we did beat, and the teams that are better than us, we did lose. Nottingham Forest, we lost 2-1. Brigcutt and Cummings scored for them. Piggott got the goal for us. We beat the Huddersfield Under-23s 2-0. Lowe's are popping up with both goals there. Against Slough, we won 4-0. Piggott, Finney and Horse. And Jack Rolls, a player that's joined Stoke. We're trying to get him on loan. We had him on trial for a couple of weeks, and he scored in one of his trial matches. And then we tried to get him. He was a free agent. And then Stoke decided they wanted him. So Stoke have him. We've made a bid to loan him. We're not going to be paying any wages, so hopefully that will come through. Against Southern, won 5-0. Piggott with 4 goals in 22 minutes, one of them a penalty, and then Jack Hartley on 71 minutes. Against Southend, 3-0 win. Piggott scored, and then 2 from Zavon Hines in the second half. And then against Cardiff, our feeder club, it was a 3-1 defeat. Lolly, McLean and Grabban score for Cardiff. Grant McDonald scores for us, 16-year-old midfielder. 1.5-star ability, 4.5-star potential. One to look out for in the future. Managed to score pre-season, so hopefully we'll see a bit more of this guy. 15 passing, 15 determination, 18 teamwork. He's looking pretty good. And the final friendly we played was against Everton, just to try and make some money. We lost 3-0. Morales scored, and then 2 goals from Sebastian Haller. Not a player that I recognise. All 3 goals coming within 18 minutes. And then after that, second half, we were much better after the substitutions. So pre-season's been alright. It's not been too bad at all. And the most exciting news is that the takeover has been completed. Fortunately, happened not long after I left you last episode. So, transfers weren't as complicated as I thought they'd be. So, the club is now owned by a fan consortium, which is really exciting. And, it's a new division and it's new owners. So, that's really cool. Jake Elliott is the new owner. And, our job's safe. He said he's going to judge us from the point that he took over. So, any past results are unimportant. That does also mean that if we do poorly this season, chances of us getting sacked are pretty high. But in terms of competition performance in League 2, we're expected to avoid relegation this year. We are, I think, predicted to finish rock bottom, so that's going to be difficult. And there you see, we are joint favourites with Barrow to get relegated. 1,000 to 1, the 2 promoted sides, favourites to go straight back down. The fortunate thing is that only 2 get relegated. So, as long as we don't finish bottom or second bottom, then we're fine. And, if we are to go for promotion in the future, 4 teams get promoted. So there's a high chance of us getting promoted if we are right up there. So, yeah, I mean, that's going to take probably a couple of seasons. I don't see us getting promoted straight away. This might be like a 2 or 3 season job here in League 2. Hopefully we'll get promoted sooner rather than later. But for now, we've just got to try and stay up. That's all I want. So let's kick things off, shall we? Crawley versus Maidstone. Now, I'm not looking forward to this in the slightest. Now, I think this is the team we're going to play. I'm pretty happy with this. I do need to sort out the subs bench, though. We get 7 substitutes. That's the best thing about this now, is that you're no longer limited to just 5 on the bench. You can have 7 subs. I'm happy about that. But we're still not going to bring on a substitute goalkeeper. I don't roll like that. That doesn't happen. Now, we've got a few injuries at the moment as well. Zavon Hines injured himself against Everton. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks now with fractured ribs. That sucks. Also, Muldoon is just recovering from an injury. He'll be back in a couple of days from a thigh injury. But the team today, Rich Dell will play in goal. A back 4 of Andre Burley, Alex Finney, Alex Winter and Dalvin Halvertong. Tom Holland makes his debut in midfield, and then McCourt plays as the ball winner. Jack Hartley on the right-hand side. Taylor Neal on the left. We're going to give him as much game time as we can this season. I'm really excited to see how this guy develops. So Neal's going to play on the left. Loza and Piggott up front. On the bench, we've got Edmondson and Rydhall as defensive options. Metcalf, Joel Grant, Tom Parks, Harvey Willard and Terhorst. Metcalf, if I haven't shown you him, he's 16. He's a central attacking midfielder. In fact, I don't want to put him on the bench. Let's choose... Let's go with McDonald. We'll put him on the bench instead. We're on defensive and structured. The instructions we are playing, well, discipline, stick to possessions, work the ball into the box, clear the ball to the flanks. We're on defensive structured. I don't know what's going to happen here. I really don't know. They're saying encourage the play. I'm just going to hand over to the assistant, and they said we've got nothing to lose. And I've just added the individual talks. And off we go. So, Crawley versus Maidstone, the opener of the League 2 season, 2019-2020. Let's see what happens. Well, we've had the first shot on target, so that's something. But 16 minutes, first highlight of the game, and it's with us still. It's headed away by Connolly, and here's Jack McCourt. He was unhappy about his playing time last season. This season, he is going to get a chance to prove himself. Ball's headed away by Alex Finney, and Randall now. Forward again. And it's fallen to Telford. And Telford with... Oh, how has he missed that? I don't know how he's missed that. It's hit the woodwork. It's come out. And now Jack McCourt maybe to bring it forward for Maidstone. Here's Jamal Loza. And that's deflected and gone up for a throw-in. But Crawley should be 1-0 up. That was an absolute sitter of a chance. And they only managed to hit the bar. So that's lucky for us. Crawley have been very wasteful with their chances. And we've got an injury. That's fantastic. So now Hytens is injured and Hartley's injured. So our right midfield is screwed. Alright. We are going to put Terhorst in his most natural position of right midfield. Change made. Hopefully that will be the last of the injuries. That's not a good start. Coming up to half time and it's 0-0. I would have taken that at the whistle. 0-0 against Crawley at half time. That's good. If we can do that for another 45 minutes... then we'll have a point on the board. That's all I want. You know, every point is going to mean something here. I'm happy with your performance so far. Keep it up, I'm going to say. I'm happy with that. That's good. We've been forced into a change, annoyingly. I'm going to put more direct passing on, and that is going to be it. And, come on, let's sneak a goal. I mean, if we win this, I'll be amazed. I mean, that's not a good start to the half, is it? We're just giving it away after about 7 seconds. And here's Randall. He's got all the space in the world. And Telford and Burley deals with that. Back to the goalkeeper and cleared forwards. 55 minutes coming up. You know, we are still goalless. I mean, they've had one shot on target out of 13. That's pretty poor by Crawley. But it's out to Telford here. Is he going to shoot from range? He is. And that's, well, if you're going to score like that. Dominic Telford makes it 1-0. 58th minute of the game. We've done well to last this long. But 58 minutes is 1-0 Crawley. I mean... every player was in the 18-yard box. Telford just found a shot and it went in. Another corner here. Young. Are they going to try the same thing? No, they're not. This one, though, is headed away. And here's Telford again. And what's he going to do with this one? He's gone wide. And... okay. That's how it's going to be, isn't it? Alex Winter own goal. There was very little danger there. Oh, I can see this season's going to be amazing. So Young with a corner. Header away by Alex Finney. And then Telford ran it wide, went for a ball into the box, and then Winter, it just got caught under his feet. And an own goal makes it 2-0. That's disappointing. Alright, Taylor Neal's going to come off. Joel Grant's going to come on. I'm going to go attacking. We're just going to go for it. The worst that can happen is they get another one. So let's just go for it. 20 minutes left. Yeah, we'll go for it. Why not? What have we got to lose? We're in 20th place at the moment. That's not too bad. Piggott hasn't done well. We're going to put Terhorst up there. Poacher and advance forwards. Let's move Willard out to the right and bring him on. And let's put an inside forward. And we haven't really used inside forwards this save. So let's try it. And let's make you attacking as well. And let's just go for broke. And we'll go route one. And we'll do everything. We'll go route one. We'll go pump the ball into the box. We'll play wider. Just do whatever we can in the last 5 minutes. Maybe put a goal on there. That would be nice. But we're going to throw in here for Crawley. Yorworth. And here is McQueen. Now Telford has already got 1 goal today, and Akinade is through on goal here, and Dell makes a save. I mean, we've put up a really good fight this game. I've got no complaints at all. We are in 21st at the moment, so we're not in the relegation zone. The final score, Crawley 2, Maidstone 0, but I've got absolutely no complaints. Our highest rating was 6.8. Finney 5.9 was our worst rating, but I've got no complaints at all with that. You know, one of the best teams in the division against one of the worst teams in the division. So I'm going to say we were the underdogs and you gave it your best. Good effort. Not a lot of people seem bothered about that. So we'll say it again, unlucky but good effort, and that's a bit better. So yeah. I've got absolutely no complaints. That is one of the hardest games we're going to get all season. So yeah, no complaints at all. Jack Hartley's groin strain will keep him out for up to 2 months. That's no good. And we've got how long was Hines out for? He was out for a good few weeks as well, wasn't he? 3 to 4 weeks. That's not good. That's not good at all. It's not a winning start. We didn't get a point on the board, but, you know, we did pretty well in that game, actually. I think we got about 9 or 10 shots. 11 shots, 4 on target, and they had 20 shots, 4 on target. So they were a little bit wasteful. One of their goals was an own goal. So, yeah, I've got absolutely no complaints. So our next game is Cardiff in the first round of the EFL Cup. Probably going to lose that as well. And then we have Barnet, Port Vale, Carlisle and Cheltenham will face Crawley again in the EFL Trophy. So we do have a game against Gillingham coming up, which is the biggest rivalry the club has. And we're in the same division for the first time in the save. If we look here, fierce rivals, Gillingham and Dover. So a local rivalry. You know, if we end up playing Gillingham, then we probably will do that. What I'm probably going to do is next time we're going to play Cheltenham. I believe that would be a bit of an easier game. Cheltenham have been in the lower divisions before. Cheltenham are predicted to finish around mid-table, so they'd be a bit of a, I'd say, easier opposition. And it's a away game as well, though. I ideally want to do a home game. But I think we're going to do Cheltenham next time. We'll do 4 games in between. And then after Cheltenham, I think we'll go ahead and play Gillingham and play that derby, because that's an important game to play. So I think that's what we're going to do. So next time, yeah, we'll do Cheltenham, I think. But that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like down below, leave comments. And if you want to see videos as and when they're turned up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next episode, where hopefully we'll have some points on the board. We'll be facing Cheltenham. And yeah, we'll see if we can get some points. Because, you know, every point is going to be important towards survival in League 2. I don't want to go back down to the National League. I want to stay up this year. So hopefully we can do it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.